The liquidation means completely closing or shutdown of company is called as liquidation. The outsiders will not force them to liquidate themselves. The directors itself decide that no, we will shut down the company. That is called voluntary liquidate. There are three types. One will be compulsory, voluntary by directors or voluntary by members, and the last one, creditors voluntary liquidation. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adasa here, lecturer in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are discussing the topic called liquidation of company. Under your company law, the unit 5 is called as liquidation of company. Today we will understand what do you mean by liquidation of company, who will do all this process, that person we call it as liquidator, and what are the roles or duties of liquidator, as well as what is the formation and what is the format to make the company liquidate. These are the topics we are going to discuss and we are going to learn in today's session. Your liquidation. Before we get into liquidation, first we will understand what do you mean by liquidation. Now, your liquidation is the shutdown of a business or business segment. The business sells off assets to pay off creditors and other liabilities. Now, what do you mean by shut down? Shut down in the sense completely closing. I'll give you one small example. There is a company called XYZ Limited. XYZ Limited. We will understand later what is the reason for liquidation and what are the methods of liquidation. Before that, we will understand only what do you mean by liquidation. Now, the liquidation in the simple meaning, closing of your company. For example, XYZ company running a business since 2 years. But the proprietor maybe is unwell or he is no more, or they are not able to run the company. There is no demand for such product, or they are financially they are running at a loss since 2 years and they are not capable of running the business, or there is no proper hand to run the business. Then what they will do? Or else they are doing some illegal activity. Then compulsory they are supposed to shut down. These are the things the company will wind up. The company will completely close. No more existence of the company. That is called as liquidation. Hope you are clear what is liquidation. The liquidation means completely closing or shutdown of company is called as liquidation. Next. So these are the process. Can you do liquidation part or process in just one day? No. So can you directly say that to public, so from tomorrow my shop is closed, don't come, I have completely winded up? Is it possible? It is not possible. If it is a small petty shop or small shop, you can say that with a small board or banner, our shop is closed, from tomorrow we are not running. But the companies, private or public companies, public will not close, but private companies, if they want to wind up or close, it is not an easy process. Okay, there are certain formalities, rules are there. They have to appoint a qualified person to do this process. Hope you are clear. Who is that qualified person? We will discuss in today's session. Now, first thing in the liquidation, the directors decide to voluntarily liquidate. Who are the directors? We already studied the directors, their duties, qualities and everything. Now, the directors decide to voluntarily liquidate. The director tells that we will liquidate. We are not able to run the company. There is no demand for this company. Whatever we are producing, that is outdated. Whatever we are running since last 2 to 3 years, it is completely we are running at a loss. We are not able to meet the salary of all the employees. And nobody interested in our company. No shareholders are interested. Then what directors will do? They will call for a meeting and they will decide to do voluntary liquidate. What is voluntary means? The outsiders will not force them to liquidate themselves. The directors itself decide that no, we will shut down the company. That is called voluntary liquidate. And the second process, the company at the court appoints an insolvency professional. Once you decide that, yes, I'm closing my company, you have to inform them. Then what they will do? The government will give you one person who is called as liquidator. As I told you, one qualified person will do all this process, who is called as what? Liquidator. The liquidator give all the information, or he will do all the process, who is appointed by whom? Government. Hope you are clear. Yes, that is the second one. Owners lost their powers and rights. Very simple. If you have any vehicle, like any two-wheeler you have, you sold the two-wheeler to somebody else. Are you the owner of that bike? No, you lost the ownership. Similarly, if you are winding up or closing the company, means you lost the ownership. You are no more the owner of that particular company. Hope you are clear. Company itself not exist means you are not a owner of that company. Now, dissolves the asset, not only asset and liabilities. Liabilities they cannot dissolve, they have to pay off. Clear? Now, dissolves the asset means whatever assets they have to sell it to outsiders. Why? The reason is very simple. Whatever assets you have, the equivalently you have liabilities also. You have to pay to the outsider. How do you pay? Whatever assets you have to sell. After selling whatever money you will get, from that you are supposed to pay to the liabilities. Hope you are clear. Yes. Authorized liquidator distributes the funds. Now, so once you appoint an liquidator or insolvency professional, all the process will be done by him only. So he can do himself without your permission? No. Until and unless you close your firm, still you are a owner. You are not yet completed the process. So you should authorize him. You should give him permission that, yes, go ahead. You can go with the process. That is called as authorized liquidator distribute the funds. Whatever the fund collected after dissolve or selling the asset, that amount should be distributed to whom? That amount should be distributed to all the liability holders. Anything is left out at the end, that will go to whom? Yes, that will go to owners of the company, like your preference shareholders as well as equity shareholders. Now, once you're done with this process, the next one is the company ceases to exist and taken off the registrar of companies. Yeah. So once you're done with all the process, your name will be taken out. Clear? Very simple. You have closed the shop means the board will be what will happen? They will remove the board. Hope you are clear. Similarly, once you are out of this company means your name will be removed from register of companies. When you register, when you join, then your name will be added. When you leave or exit, your name will be removed. Hope you are clear. So this is a process we are supposed to do. Again, I'll repeat. Director decide to voluntarily and court will appoint the insolvent. Then owner lost their powers and insolvent will sell all the asset and distribute the fund. You have to authorize for that. Then company ceases to exist and your name will be removed from ROC. Hope you are clear. Easiest one. You have to explain each and every point. Once you're done with that, the major part in your examination, types of liquidation, very important. Under types of liquidation, you have compulsory liquidation, voluntary liquidation, creditors voluntary liquidation. What do you mean by compulsory liquidation? Like you are running under loss as well as and you are doing some illegal activities. Then what happens? The government will come, the government will say that you have to liquidate, you have to close your company. The court will say that whatever you are doing that is harmful to the society and which is illegal to the society. So you are supposed to close your company. That is called as your compulsory liquidation. And the second part, Members voluntary liquidation. You feel that you cannot run your company. You feel that you cannot exist or sustain your company. Then what you are supposed to do? Yourself, you have to announce that we are closing the company. That is called voluntary liquidation. Once you're done with these two, and the third one is creditors voluntary liquidation. Creditors means what? The person who was supposed to collect money from us, because they are the suppliers of raw material. If suppliers or creditors decide that they have not collected their fund, they have not collected their balance, they will decide, yes, the company should liquidate because they are not able to repay the balance. Then they will go for liquidation. Hope you are clear. There are three types. One will be compulsory, voluntary by directors or voluntary by members, and the last one, creditors voluntary liquidation. Hope you are clear. There are three types of liquidation which we explained or you understood. Now, what are the rights and duties of liquidator? This is very important. Many times it is repeated in the question paper. Now, we will understand one by one. You understood that who is liquidator. Liquidator means what? Who is appointed by court and government to do all this process. What are the process? You understood. What is liquidation? You understood. What are the types of liquidation? That also you understood. Now, the last part is the duties of liquidator. Now, bring to an end an outstanding contract or legal dispute. Whatever the legal disputes are there, there is an end. They will make a full stop to all the legal disputes. Like, you are being a company owner or director, you are supposed to pay 5,000 to X, 10,000 to Y, 15,000 to Z. All X, Y, Z are regularly they are coming and fighting with you. Then what happened? There is a legal dispute. Once you are closing your company, all the dispute, there is a full stop. They will get their money so that there is no more dispute. Now, seek valuation for company asset to maximize return for the creditors. Now, the first thing what liquidator has to do is he has to collect his payment. Once he done with collection of payment, he has to distribute one by one. He has to pay all the creditors as much as possible. He tried to clear their payments. That is called as your seek valuation for company asset to maximize returns for the creditors. Next one, closely inspect the restoration of property that may have been sold at undervalue. And so you're closing your company. Normally what happens, the outsiders thinks that yeah, it is available at cheaper price, the furnitures are available at cheaper price. Very simple. Near your area, if any shop they are closing, what they will do? Yeah, the assets what they are going to sell at a lesser price. Everybody will be crowded, but liquidator will not give chance for that. He tries to increase the value. He will not sell any asset at cheaper price. Hope you are clear? Yes. Keep creditors informed and involved in the decision making. The insolvent professional or else the liquidator will not take any decision on his own. He will call all the persons like director as well as the outsiders, creditors to take all the inputs and suggestions. So he takes all the information and he involves all the creditors also. Next, communicate how creditors claim are progressing. So he will call one by one creditors. He tells that, yeah, tomorrow your amount will be cleared. Day after tomorrow your amount will be cleared. He just give a call that next week your amount will be cleared. Whatever your amount balance is there, 80% will be clarified, cleared. These kind of informations the liquidator will give to the creditors. Very simple. You have taken from loan. What you will do? Every day you will call them, tomorrow you will get money, day after tomorrow you will get money. All the information you will give it to the money lenders. Hope you are clear? Yes. Distribute funds to creditors fairly, taking into account the repayment structure. There is a particular repayment structure they follow. That structure they follow and they will not do any imbalance. They will give equal importance according to the whatever law says. They will follow the procedure as well as structure. Interview and report on the factors that led to the company's demise and liquidation. Report to the secretary or state if he or she identify director misconduct or fraud. If any fraud or misconduct happened in the company, that will be informed. That will be informed in the company. Hope you are clear. He will not do anything on his own, or liquidator will inform each and everything to the where he has to report. Dissolve the company, and the final stage will be what? He will close the company. Hope you are clear. Yes, so I'll go back to all the previous slides. If you want, you can take screenshot. So what do you mean by liquidation? Liquidation process, types of liquidation, what are the rights and duties of liquidation, continuation. This is all about your liquidation topic. Hope you understood the rights, duties, types, process, who is liquidator, what is liquidation, everything you have understood clearly, and the detailed notes is given already. Please read that and watch this video for any understanding purpose. Thank you.